All right.
Probably by now you know that people are different, aren't they? We all look different, and we all are different in the way we react to things and the things that we do. And sometimes people like to talk to other people and like to be with other people, and some people just rather be all by themselves. And so this is a story that we're going to read today about a little guy whose name was Charles. And the name of the story is Shy Charles, and it's written by another one of my favorite authors, Rosemary Wells. Charles was as happy as he could be, but he liked to play alone. He wouldn't want to talk to Wanda Sue, and he never went near the phone. "It's a new day," said Charles' mother. "Let's go in the store and now say hello. We'll buy a sweet potato pie, and then we'll say goodbye before we go." You see, they go into the store. "Wonderful morning," said Mrs. Belinsky. "Oh, a chocolate surprise for my beautiful boy." "Say thank you," whispered Charles' mother. "Thank you," yelled Mrs. Belinsky. "Enjoy." And his mother told him, "Say goodbye." And Charles hid inside of a flour sack. "Goodbye with kisses," said Mrs. Belinsky. "Someday when he's big, he'll kiss me back." "I'm so embarrassed," said Charles' mother. "You never say goodbye, hello, or thank you. And lucky for you that I'm so nice. Another mother might spank you." "Now this can't go on," said Charles' dad. "I'm sick and tired of all these thank you fights. It's time he played football or joined the ballet." And so next Tuesday, Charles was in tights. "Isn't he sweet?" said Mrs. LaFleur. And Charles wouldn't say maybe, he wouldn't say yes, he wouldn't say no. For a week, look at him, there he lays. He pretended to be asleep. He wouldn't practice ballet. Charles was not a success. So Charles' father took him to town and bought him some beautiful football things. Now the shirt was red with shoulder pads, and the helmet had silver wings. "Charles," said his father, "you'll be the best. You'll be like lightning streaking across the grass. You'll be like butter and melt the defensive gate line, and you'll throw winning passes." Charles trembled like an autumn leaf. "Hi!" roared the coach. "My name is Fred." See, and he wants to shake hands with Charles, and Charles is just too shy. "Ah!" The coach picks him up and looks at him. "He doesn't look well to me. Take him home. Put him to bed." And Charles' father was disgusted. "Charles," said his dad, "you're a jelly roll. You're just a cowardly custard. You're like a sandwich without bread, not to mention the ham without mustard. How will you ever go to school? How will you ever find a job or get married?" And Charles sat down and he cried so hard until he had to be carried home. And then Charles' father murmured low to him, "A babysitter is coming tonight, and you know the one. It's Mrs. Block. Everything will be all right." So the sun went down and the sitter came, and his parents left at 6 o'clock. Charles skedaddled up the stairs. "Oh, come back, little push cake," called Mrs. Block. But Charles played happily alone in his room. He made a spaceship out of the chairs. Look at him climbing way up there. But suddenly there was a terrible crash. Mrs. Block had fallen down the stairs. Look at her, she's not very well. And Charles got her onto the sofa, and he told her, now don't be nervous. And he brought her a blanket and some cocoa. And then he called 911, the emergency service. "Oh, he saved my life," moaned Mrs. Block. "He's a prince. He's a gem. He's a hero." And look at you see the emergency men here, and the police people here, and the fire people here, and everybody shouted, "Thank you, Charles." But Charles said 0, and he hid into his mother's coat. Now, Charles was really shy, wasn't he?